I asked these wonderful men, can you detect red flags? They were pretty clear about it. Could you detect green flags? They were quite clear about it. And some needs to be seen. Sit down with me as we navigate this space for dating after 40s only at Shweta's Talkies. Subscribe, share, and comment. I'm going to ask you something. You guys can say no. We don't want to answer that.
Sure.
Tell me one complicated situation that you came out of, which was rightfully complicated, but it was a bit of an effort and it was a pure misunderstanding or pure difference of processes, like I said, when you're dating a girl or a woman, anyone.
That's a very tough one.
It is a tough
It's
one.
a tough one.
So I had to actually rip out a very good friendship because I had
hurt.
started believing that the motive was end goal marriage. I was not told about it. I wasn't even intimate with her.
Oh.
I have not given any signals, and somehow somewhere down the line it just went of pleasing to the extent of my parents and everything here being here. Hey, you could have just asked me. I had to very unfortunately just rip that friendship, and
That hurt.
I'm still upset about it. That on the first day you could just ask and put things where they are. Relationship with everyone is not possible. That means you're not a correct human being. If someone says I can date anybody, I don't want to.
I understand that. I think that makes sense.
So the respect, and everyone has a place. Just like your parents have a place, there will be a best friend in your life which has a place. There's an ex who has a place and still here. There's some broken love that you didn't get, also taught you something. Everyone has a place.
Agreed.
You can't stomp and say this is what I need, and so this is.
That was your experience.
I had to.
Oof,
I have not
that's like
seen
ripping a
them
band-aid
for
off.
about-
That's a friend too. That's a friend too. How about you?
I think, 5-6 years ago, I did get involved while she was saying that it's a date or we are dating.
You-
Hanging out. It's called hanging out.
No, she said we are dating, and I said it's too fast, too quick, feelings are not there, so then it's more hanging out.
No,
right?
too fast, too quick for you or her? She said it was too fast and quick.
No, I mean, I said we still get to know each other, right?
Okay.
And so she wanted to move very fast while I was taking my own time, and I was honest. I remember very clearly. I just said where I stand. So yeah, of course it didn't end well. But we're still good friends. We're still in touch, but not as frequent or as often as we were. So that's how it is. I think another point to his actually aspect which he shared is how we process disappointments and rejection defines us as people.
Correct.
Especially
Yes, absolutely.
at the age which is 40 plus, how we have processed the past and therefore what we bring to table will define our future. If I have not yet processed my past well and I'm still carrying some hurt,
I think that's a very
that's
good
a very, very good
knowledge
one.
to put out.
Agreed.
आप कितना भी try कर लो. And actually this is precisely what happened because she saw, the woman I'm talking about, me as the perfect guy and some kind of a savior in a relationship, that okay, he will stay if I have to define, right? While I was not operating from that perspective. And
Understand.
And it's not that, I mean, at that moment I didn't understand. As I said, only after processing and therapy and all, I really understood that, okay, she was also operating from a big, deep past baggage which she has not yet been comfortable. You get comfortable, you come to dating table, trust me.
It works better. I
It's not,
understand.
I mean, there are exceptional women out there, I know. Exceptional. I am saying.
that you're not
that's
currently
true.
dating also, no? So sad.
No, I mean-
let's find them.
No, I mean, of course, that's a different
find
topic
them.
altogether. But there are exceptional women out there
for sure.
who are completely opposite to all the discussion we have had. But it's only when you are very comfortable in your own skin, who you are, what you bring to table, with your past, present, you've accepted. Actually, yes, I think acceptance missing होती है ना, तो फिर हम
मुश्किल
घूमते
होता
रह जाते हैं. अगर वो हो रहा है, so I don't think dating at 40, 50, 60 or 20 is going to be different.
I think everything has to go at its own pace also. I had met somebody and all of a sudden barely knowing somebody for 2 months. It was like we were she'd already planned we're having a great future together. And that's...
Did you indicate that
Not
to
at
her?
all.
Or
Not
you
at all.
did not?
Not at all.
It's
So, because I think sometimes as individuals we can have our own thought process, or we can have our own vulnerability or a desperation. So I had not indicated anything like that. So I just had to kind of move away. So everything has its own pace. Everything has its own time.
I think what I'm hearing is, what I'm hearing is that, you see, men speak direct, women process signaling. So whatever you're not doing, they're trying to also read into it. Whatever you're doing, they're reading into it 3 times also. वो भी होता है. And sometimes, or maybe 50% of the time, men also make them believe that stuff just to keep them around, and that's also a fact.
Oh, that's the
That's
worst
also
thing.
a
by
fact.
the way.
There's a worst
That is horrible.
That's
If you're-
benching.
If you're, if you're making something clinging on to you.
breadcrumbing, benching.
Benching.
बिल्कुल होता है,
Oh,
बिल्कुल होता
it
है,
is
बिल्कुल होता है.
really. Yeah.
Another question. I'll start with IP. It's just easier for my neck to move around. When I got single, and if I walked into a married room, the dynamics were completely different when I walked into the same living room as a married woman. How does it work with men? Let's say it's a married room, everybody's a couple, and a single dude walks in.
And a single?
Man walks in.
So, I am not, you'll be surprised to know, I am not welcome in a lot of married people's houses.
Even though they have been your older friends.
Even though they owe me quite a bit. Not financially, but keeping each other out of drugs, athletics, body,
Helping,
anything. Helping how we grown up as kids, right? Like a healthy, yeah. For the simple fear that I am single and I will get my single girlfriends to meet these guys and corrupt them and take them away.
Also, this is the fear of the wives.
How absurd.
Interesting, yeah. No, this I know. This I
If
know.
I had
This-
that much
I
power,
know,
It's all
this
I
you.
would first put all 5 in my pocket. Charity begins at home. What are you thinking? And how much time are you going to make them be away? They'll go to the cinema, there will be a woman. You'll go to marketplace, how much? And these are perfect examples where the guys have got fed up and they are painting the town red, but the wife has no idea.
How about you? Wow, that I have to admit,
No,
I've
I don't
witnessed
think,
that. If you
No difference.
you walked into the same living room,
Yeah.
okay, there is an energy shift होता है.
Of
तुम
course.
जब energy, you have a little bit of, let's say, lighter energy, whatever you call it. So, because I've witnessed it. So you walk into the same living room where you have all your couple friends. You're trying to tell me their reaction to you before, when you were a couple and when you were a single, were the exact same?
Actually, I've never been a couple in terms of marriage.
Or
right?
dating?
When the couples are there, then the way they look at me now, whether they tell me or not, but it's in a very different way.
So there is a difference,
There
you're
is
saying.
a-
There is a
definitely.
They
I
feel
can feel
secure.
the energy, I
The
can
pairs
feel the energy.
feel secure as long as you're in a pair.
Yeah. There's definitely a
So,
shift
there's
in
no
how
so-
they
so
behave.
so it's
Then-
just
then
not for
to-
women, it's also for
No,
guys.
no,
They
no,
get
I
targeted
agree,
also.
I agree. I
Don't
never
And I
put
know
on the
the
list.
instant when I leave that place, the next 1 hour there's gossip going around. You know?
So, but here is the simple thing. You walk into the room, you all walk into a room as single boy, single man, into a married couple room, and the women are wary of the fact that their husbands might be exposed to more women, all right? Me as a woman walk into a married couple's room, and women
Insecure?
are insecure.
So who's the common factor here? Just FYI.
Just ladies,
that
yeah,
just-
yeah. Shit.
That just happened
Yeah,
without
yeah,
you. So you
shit.
walked just
I
into
know,
it. But just see
oh
what
my
you're
God,
saying.
yes, you're right.
It's not the guys who
I
are
mean, that's
pushing
because
you.
the
He said,
guys are
dude,
happy with that, when
tu
women
aise
are
aaja,
around, I think.
abhi aaja. But my wife is uncomfortable. And let me tell you something. It's this vicious that none of the wives ever make it a point to come to my house or my celebration. They want to be that out.
Wow.
Wow.
The guys come.
But listen here, so this, I think we're getting into the space where, why do you think those women have that issue at all? Those ladies with their husbands, right? That's a different episode, because then we're going to go into another space. Let me come back to dating after. One line question, yes, no. Would you date a woman with a child?
Yes.
You?
No.
You?
Absolutely, yes.
Why yes? And how do you think it's
Okay,
going to
can I
work for
take
you?
a re?
Yeah.
Dating. But okay. Dating.
Dating.
I have no problem. I've dated people with kids, there's no problem. Now, a relationship will become very tough. Because let me tell you, if they are anything worth their salt, which they should be here, their first priority will always be their child.
And because you don't have a child.
I will always be a sluggish second, third, fourth, and even a buy hasn't come, so I can't make it. I mean, it's just, so I'm just saying, it just doesn't work in a successful fashion.
So you're okay to date a woman with children, but you're not okay to get into a serious relationship with, because it's not like a flat no, maybe the woman is lovely and you still go for it, but you're saying it is seemingly a more difficult proposition. Is that what you're saying?
It is, because the priorities are different. It's like me trying to find a relationship. If I've not come out of my papa mama's god, the woman senses it. She said, dude, and it's not fair on her. So that mama's boy thing, I understand. People use it the wrong term for everybody. I don't think
understand.
so. But yes, it would be a concern if I look at it from her perspective, that if I'm not able to come, no, mama, papa will come for a date here. She'll say, hey man, it won't work out because you have made that your priority. Why would
Thank
you
you
be
for
second,
that.
third,
You?
fourth in a relationship?
I don't know. I mean, it doesn't appeal as an idea.
Because
Dating
do you
a
have
relationship.
children?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I've never been married.
Oh yeah, but I have to ask, no? People are co-parenting also, na?
No,
Surrogacy
nothing
भी हो रही है,
like that.
मुझे
But
क्या
yeah,
पता?
I mean,
Yeah, date नहीं मिलती तो आप पता नहीं surrogacy में पहुंचे हो।
मतलब मैं वही surprised था.
I'll tell you why. I have a point after
That's a smart save you just did.
No, I have a
No,
point.
but coming back to it, no, I mean, the idea doesn't appeal, doesn't hit, it doesn't even cross my mind.
Doesn't even cross.
Not
my
at
mind.
all. Like,
Interesting.
if I get to know that, yeah, so then even if the best person, I'll not even make the second step, forget.
Wow.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You?
Absolutely, I have grown-up kids, and if I meet somebody,
so
and
see, so that's
yeah,
the
there is the
difference.
difference.
That's
I
the
meet
difference.
somebody, I guess I would understand her, or need her for a child to be around her. So I
But
have to
Pukraj,
take that into consideration.
If you had no kids, would you?
I would still do it.
Beautiful.
That's the way I like to
Yeah.
believe. I would.
Right.
I
No,
am.
beautiful. I mean,
No, fair enough.
That's
There
great.
is no
That's
good or bad here.
different
It's
strokes
just
for
yeah,
different
just
folks.
good or
That's
bad,
great.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll tell you why at that point.
So like, I mean, I also feel today my kids are, they're traveling, they're studying, they're not with me.
Yeah.
I am ready. I think I would be open to accept a lady with her child.
So, but you're right. At this stage, even her child is kind of doing their own stuff. So, do you understand? So, it's not a deterrent. And maybe 50 is definitely not. You're single again, totally. Your parents have, your kids have run off the nest.
Yeah.
Parents are doing, their own medical stuff or whatever. So, you become, so that they don't need that. Maybe my concern of that attention might not then, because it's not a concern. They're independent people.
Why I asked you that, I have male friends who are saying, okay, there are some who are single or have been chronic bachelors or divorced but never had children, and they're finally ready to have children, right? And it's after 45 to 50. And at least a few of them it said, I'm ready to be a dad, but I do not want to be in a relationship. Now, in India, surrogacy is not really on. I don't know how they're planning to make it work, but it's an ask. And when I see them and I know them as humans first I think, oh, what an how can you want the child and not have a woman with it? But then when you kind of deep that they're saying, you know what, I want to be a dad, but it shouldn't be subject to me being in a place where I'm not happy either. So I have to give them a few points there, and hence I asked. And it's a big one. Like I have single friends, and it is very tough for somebody without a child to date with somebody with a child, because those are obviously and rightfully most important thing.
Absolutely.
And it is definitely one more thing. It's very, very important that you're truly single to really enjoy dating, I think. Because एक वो दो चार चीजें हो रही है कि मतलब like some of them are not really clear out yet. And while he's or she is in a space to go out looking and they have a lovely understanding of it, वो दूसरे पे नहीं समझ आता. Like a lot of my friends say, I'm okay to date somebody, but he should be totally single, like divorced or chronic single or जो भी है, जैसा भी समझ गए. Let's say the woman is great, you're great, you had a good time. Would you take a lady seriously if she's in a relationship or trying to get out of a relationship? Trying to get out of a relationship. Yes,
Again,
no.
if it's a date or whatever, if it's a relationship, she will have to finish that episode and then come on board.
How about you?
Absolutely.
Finish that episode and come to you.
Absolutely. 100%.
You?
Totally agree. Yes.
3 red flags for you.
Well, someone who's not really intelligent but feels that wearing a branded stuff or whatever in that under the cover, you're okay.
Okay, so you don't like fake vanity.
Fake is absolutely not. Come as you are, and it's okay. Everyone can improve, and that's fine.
Okay.
Second will be over informated about cuisines and particular about grammar and the car color and why in Paris, Nicole, some prime minister should not be.
You get the award.
You get the
I'm
award.
telling you, you get the award.
That's about it.
Yeah.
So that's again dramatic, and no one has time for drama, man. We go 9 to 5. It's enough drama. Third one is if they don't have timely texting or informing you back, and I have to do the date, it's not me. I'm not going to chase.
That was pretty specific. I like it.
Yeah.
You?
Lacking etiquettes, which is connection, like not showing interest, not responding on time, acting pricey. I don't know if that's.
No, it's a red flag for
Yeah,
you.
no, it is a red flag, but I don't
absolutely.
know whether it fits into it. But yeah, lacking basic etiquettes, which is how well you treat. So that's one. Deep attachment with materialism, like.
Similar to.
Well, deep is like next level.
That sometimes happens, right?
Regardless of your own background, but if you still have deep.
That's the biggest point, I think. Forget what
Deep,
you're coming
like,
from or what am I worth. Your worth, where you coming from?
Third is I don't know, it's something, I don't know if that's a word, which is jealousy ko kaise gauge karke.
A jealous personality.
Exactly.
It exists.
Exactly.
Everything is going to be.
I know, I can't,
upsetting.
I forget a date, like even if I'm sitting with my friends, male, female, married couples, and if I feel that there is somewhere some jealousy, I really don't know even how to have a conversation, forget even.
Counter it.
So yeah, but then the thing is, the reason I'm speaking with little doubt is because you can't gauge that. The jealousy angle usually I've noticed, in of course other friends' wedding and marriages, comes after they've already crossed a lot of
I understand.
ground, right?
Okay,
like,
okay,
and yeah, but third is actually yes, not respecting my journey. So if today, say, let's suppose I have 100 rupees.
But that's a red flag. Is that, red flags are typically something which you're like, okay, not my type. Or, oh wow, this is not going to work for me
No,
very
actually,
early.
that's a red flag for me in the first, second meeting only.
Oh, I
right?
see.
Right?
Acha,
Because
acha.
if you're not taking interest and if you're not understanding that what I have, the road I have covered, and there is no respect or sensitivity, I'm not saying you have to say a yes to a relationship. Then it's a red flag, right?
You?
I can't stand people who are pretentious. When
Okay.
you meet somebody, you figure out okay, how much are they pretending to be with you, to impress you. That puts me off. Second is, of course, materialistic. How materialistic. And third, most important, how you behave in public with general public. If I go to a restaurant, if
Interesting.
you're going to be rude to a waiter or to a taxi driver or to a staff, for me that is how important how your character is.
Yeah.
That's very, very important how you're going to behave with the general people in public.
So I'd like to
Like-
point out very quickly. You put all these red flags. None of us said she has to be gorgeous.
I understand.
She has to be assured.
I
Look
was
at
getting
this.
to that
So I'm
second.
just saying, this is not rehearsed. None of us came. No, for the guy has to be tall. His Rolls Royce coming back.
Fair
You know,
enough.
so I'm
Like,
not
for
saying
example,
this
I
is-
just want to share. I met someone last year, like just simple hanging out, and the woman was very clear. She said, "I love luxury products," and I was like, and where I get confused is, okay, being honest.
She's
but
being
then-
honest that you have to buy it. Let me tell you, that's
Exactly,
what she's
right?
saying.
Yeah,
Made no,
absolutely, absolutely. I'm not-
mistake. She's
yeah.
not saying I'm.
No, actually, then I withdrew. And then she also lacked etiquettes, but which still can be understood. But she said, "I love luxury," and then that's when I withdrew. And when I withdrew, the chase started from that side again. And that's what I'm saying.
Oh, so you had that game on.
Not for me. completely.
done.
But then I'm just saying it becomes so confusing, right? Like honesty कितने level तक accept करनी चाहिए?
Okay, 3 green flags. Like this is a done. She has this is done. Or 2.
So, sensitive person, good natured with empathy, well educated, well traveled.
Nice. You?
Definitely importance to education and career.
Fair enough.
Yeah, like absolutely. Someone who's hardworking, someone who's built something.
Focused.
Focus, absolutely. That's one. Second, yes, I think we all have said the same thing: kindness, empathy, compassion. Right? Let's not, like, to be honest, I'm not looking for an activist.
Yeah, you're not looking for like a, are you
I'm not looking for an
seeking
activist
an
that I
NGO?
keep fighting a battle of men, women.
No,
No,
that.
right? No. So that's second. Third is my favorite, which I don't know, is therapy.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
If someone has gone through
Healing. That's a
Healing,
green
that's
flag.
Or open to therapy, which a
Open
lot
to
of people are
therapy.
not. There's a big stigma.
Only
They
wise
don't
people
wanna do
take
it.
therapy.
I mean, open to therapy, open to questions, open to
Nice. You?
Attraction has to be through the mind for me. I have to be stimulated through the mind. That's a must. And I've realized it's very important what background is she coming from.
So background is important for you.
Background
Okay.
in terms of, I mean, I never used to think in what background, what school is she from. But it does matter.
It does matter.
It does
It
matter.
molds,
I've realized this.
What you're saying is a clean background. He's not saying a
Clean.
background that they have to come from
No.
Colombia.
He's saying-
or
no, he-
wherever.
no, no.
He's saying
Saying in a very-
similar background.
It's how our upbringing was, which background. I would never think in terms of what school is she from, but I think
Background.
today I
Good-
realize
good
it
solid
matters.
background.
Sorry,
All these
background.
things does
Interesting.
do matter.
What is that one thing you wish women understood about men? One thing from you, which is not usually understood.
I think they take it for granted that men's job is to go out and fetch money and be successful. And they often tell me it's how you go and everyone wants to be with the tiger of the pride, not realizing the tiger is with all the tigresses. There's no monogamy here
Oh, I
at the
see.
tiger. So be careful what you're looking for, and this is not the trade. It's always a teamwork. They've forgotten the teamwork.
You?
Yeah, I think men are also looking for stability.
That is the one thing you want women to know, that men are
Men
also
are
looking
also
for
looking for
stability.
stability, and stability is not just one aspect. Stability is across, and so give them a shot.
You?
I think respect. Respect is whatever I've read more read on. Usually marriage relationships fizzle out because the respect goes away. Women sooner or later, or even for men, when the respect fades away, then everything just starts being, the bitterness begins.
Have
So
married people hit on you? Married women?
Yes.
You?
Yes.
You?
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Have you responded?
Yes.
You?
No.
You?
No comments.
No comments. Do you think there's a steady decline of the quality of marriages out there?
Yes, I think so. There is, and it's a lost. People
Lost.
are lost right now. I've not seen so many lost people. A lot of people are lost.
I don't know. I don't think so, but I don't know. I can't say honestly. I don't have a view on
The
that.
happiest families are on Facebook.
Good one.
Yeah, but it's only on Facebook.
Guys, cheers. Thank you so much for being honest.
Thanks for having us.
It
you
was
for
having
great.
us. This was
It
wonderful.
was a great conversation.
It was great. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Absolutely.
So my takeaway is there is no right answer. I think some of us luck out, some of us don't. It has been such a joyride to sit with these men. Coming up next season, I'm sitting with 3 wonderful ladies and pretty much tackling similar conversations. Dating after 40s, sitting with the ladies only on Trevor's Coffees.